That brings us to our guy, though. This is who I wanted to get to. What? Polk, dude. Turns out Polk's the man.
Really?
Yeah.
I know nothing about Polk.
No.
He was one term because he was a dark horse out of nowhere, and he promised everybody in his party, I'll only do one term. That way, some of you guys that are good, that are getting ready, you can take over. I promise to do one term. When he was running, his opponent's slogan was, "Who is James K. Polk?" Like, people were talking shit. As soon as he got in, oh, this is good. He was a tiny guy. He was 5'8", which was like...
That's really small.
Yeah, he was 5'8", and when he got in, his wife was the one who came up with, they got to play Hail to the Chief every time you come in a room to give you some respect.
Give him a little, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why that happens.
Nice.
So right away, Polk starts going
But
wild.
it was kind of a joke. It's like if a midget walked in.
Everybody
goes, it's just a little guy.
No, Polk's a beast. Immediately, he starts with the British about Oregon. So they have the Oregon Territory out there, which is just beaver hunting. Everybody's, beaver hunting. We're doing a little bit of that in Nash Vegas.
What do you mean?
It means trying to get
About
hunting in Oregon for...
They were in Oregon, hunting. So the British were hunting. The British and Americans were both hunting on the same territory, and Polk was like, "Nah, we're done with that." And he said the latitude and longitude was 54 and 40. So he came out with the slogan 54 and 40 or fight. He was saying that to the British. He was like, "We're gonna fuck you guys up."
True.
So he came out with that, and the British
People were really into latitudes and longitudes.
They were.
Then.
So he called that. And the British were afraid to call his bluff. They were just like, "Fine, take it."
Like, that slogan is so good.
Yeah,
Like, just take
fuck, dude. This guy's
dude.
nuts.
You came up with the. You used the longitude and latitude.
So he takes that territory, which is huge, and then it's not just Oregon, it's Washington, all that.
You know why Oregon is Portland is called Portland?
I bet you I do.
It was kind of. Do you?
No, it's not.
It was going to be Boston.
What?
Because there's two guys. Is it Lewis and Clark?
Yeah.
So one of them is from
That was Jefferson.
One of them is from
that.
Boston, and one of them is from Portland, Maine. And they both wanted to name it after their hometown.
Oh.
And they flipped a coin and named it Portland. And there is a Boston in Oregon. There's a town called Boston, Oregon. Anyway, go on.
So after he gets Oregon,
Yeah.
he's like, "All right, it's time for me to get Texas." He starts with the Mexicans. Like, so they would send troops down just to see if the Mexicans would shoot first. Finally, they did. He
Fucking
immediately
lazy Mexicans.
Finally, they shot
so
a bunch
many
of
times
He
to get off their frijoles
dude.
and fire a shot.
So they go to war.
Here they come again. I don't want to fire.
He
I'm too
fired
busy
the last
drinking
Probably one of them was like-
tequila.
70,000 troops poured in.
Oh, no.
So we immediately took California, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Texas.
And
This
then
is all
who was
Polk
the
in
general?
4 years.
Who was the general that penetrated all the way to Mexico City? This is later, right?
This was the next guy who was Zachary Taylor.
Yeah, Zachary Taylor was
Zachary
the big
Taylor.
Mexican-American war guy.
Yeah, he was the war hero.
What?
Zachary Taylor was dominating.
So they
but this is-
gathered-
He went into Mexico City, and if you go to in Mexico City, the big thing is Los Niños. These 6, I think it's 4 or 6 kids. So they stormed. They went all the way to Mexico City, and the citadel, the Chapultepec, the palace. The army was so decimated that it was finally just the cadets of the military school were the only ones
Yikes.
defending the capital, and they were just 4 kids firing on the American army is just coming. And they wrapped themselves in Mexican flags and jumped and dove and killed themselves. That was how they ended the war.
Awesome.
And the moment is Zachary Taylor was holding one of them, and he was saying they were just kids. Like, he had no idea they were like 12, 15 years old.
Man.
And in Chapultepec, there's 4 big pillars that are still, they're like war heroes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What did Mexico have back then? Was it like a king or like
A lot of they had so what was going on all these years, Napoleon assumed that the South would win the Civil War eventually, that there would be Europe always bet on the South because the South was a aristocratic America. It was about plantations and old families, and that's a European. And they loved Europe in the South. The North was always against Europe and wanting to start something new. So during the Civil War, So Maximilian was just a Habsburg. But the way kings worked back then, there were some royalty factories. So the Habsburg family, who I think were like Flemish or whatever the fuck, they just had like somebody, a cousin of a king. They went, Maximilian and his wife, they're like, you guys take Mexico. So Napoleon sent French troops to Mexico and installed Maximilian. But then
which is what Cinco de Mayo is.
Yes, and then the Mexicans finally overran, because when we lost the Civil War, when we lost the Civil War, I don't know what made me say that. No, when the South lost the Civil War, Napoleon was like, all right, f this.
Well,
And
wait,
he just-
Napoleon was gone for this.
Or whoever the French
Yes,
pulled their
yes.
well, there was like 3 Napoleons.
Oh, true.
Right.
I think it was a later Napoleon.
Wow. Yes.
Pulled support,
Yeah.
and Maximilian, they beheaded him. They fed peyote to his wife and sent her home. And there's some little village somewhere in like the Netherlands where they tell you like she's gonna come get you, because she would run in the streets. She went insane. She would run the streets screaming. And they tell kids, if you don't get to sleep, because she comes out at night, if you don't go to sleep, she's gonna come get
God,
you. So
yeah,
that's
she
how
must
far.
have-
That's how far in Mexico.
Dude, if
I'm
they-
sorry to derail you,
No,
but
that's
so
crazy. No, that's
so
great.
Zachary. So you were still at Polk
No,
and then Taylor.
Polk, but still. So one thing that was cool was when Polk was instigating this war with Mexico.
You got to cut that part where I say we lost.
No,
You have
that's
to
good.
cut that. I don't
That's
know what
good. You
made me say
corrected it
that.
immediately. This is pretty sick. So Polk was up there like, they're f***ing with us. They shot at our troops. An old one-term senator from Illinois at the time stood up and said, "Were we on their territory when we shot him?" There was one guy that was opposed to the Mexican-American War, a guy by the name of Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Abraham Lincoln.
People were like, "Hey, shut up.
Yeah, dude.
We're trying to take Texas. Shut
yeah."
the fuck
He's
up."
like, "You guys, were we?" And like, shh.
Yeah,
He was like, "Sorry."
I think this was wrong. They're like- anyway, that's why Polk's kind of the man. He added 1/3 of the entire United States in a 4-year term.
Damn.
Pretty good. Well, in territory.
I know, but still,
Still, it's like
beast.
those big
Yeah, but you got
states.
Texas and California.
And they were
Pretty
just
good.
That's
sitting on
probably
the
half our
Pretty
population.
good.
show. And they were sitting
I
on the
wish
border.
he hadn't added them, espally Texas.
The
But
troops
again-
are sitting
Then we
there being like,
wouldn't
Mexico
have-
sucks. Mexico
Finally,
sucks.
one of them got
Just go.
Oh, shit, run! They're pissed.
Yo, Mexico's gay.
Again, that was a smashing. America destroyed Mexico. It
Yeah.
was mean. It was mean.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Then this is good. Polk, he was working his tail off.
His tail.
He was tired. He was so exhausted when he got done. He went back to Tennessee and just died.
like right away, right?
Yeah.
He died, yeah.
He was like, "That was too much. I
That
should
was
have done
a
all
lot
that."
of work. Yep.
Just died.